I took overall photos of the outside of the residence and the inside of the residence.
So there was initially a period shortly after your arrival where you took a few pictures of the pack and play?
Yes, sir.
And then you backed out?
Yes, sir.
And took many more photographs later?
Yes, sir.
And was that after a search warrant had been obtained for the residence?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many pictures did you take total, if you remember?
A lot.
Would it refresh your memory to look at
Yeah, let me look at this real quick. On that day, I took 475 photos.
In the course of taking those photographs and walking around the residence, did you have an opportunity to examine the front door?
Yes.
Did there appear to be any signs of forced entry or anything like that?
There did not.
Did you see anywhere in the house any obvious signs of a struggle?
I did not.
Okay. Do you see in front of you an exhibit marked as State's Exhibit 10?
I'm sorry, what did you?
State's Exhibit 10?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Could you leaf through that and tell us what that is? You don't have to necessarily look at every picture.
This is the photo from the first day.
Is that all of them or just the selection?
Just a selection.
Okay. What is, going off the numbering there, what is the total number of images? I looked at the last page, I think.
114.
All right, now, do those images fairly and accurately depict the residence and the surrounding area as you photographed it that day?
Yes, sir.
Do they appear to have been altered or modified in any way?
They do not appear to be.
Your Honor, I would move State's Exhibit 10 into evidence at this time.
Having reviewed it, Judge, no objection.
State's Exhibit number 10 is submitted into evidence.
And I would ask to publish this exhibit to the jury.
Yes.
Thank you. All right. Now, this is photograph number 1 of State's Exhibit 10. Can you tell us what this is?
This is a photo log. It gives our case number, the location signal, which is the crime or what we're responding to, who went to it, the date of it, and then the time approximately we arrived. We put this at the beginning of all of our photos, so you kind of get a summary of what you're about to look at.
Okay. Now, moving on to image 2, what is this?
This is the front of the residence. I'm standing on boat halter looking towards the front of the residence.
Now, can you see the front door in this image?
Yes, sir.
And where is it?
It's all the way to the left, right behind the green chair.
Okay, is that what that is? Is there a green chair?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and is that like a little small patio area outside the front door?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Moving on to the next image. Well, let me ask you this. Are there any other doors on the front?
There are no other doors on the front.
Were there any doors on the sides of the house?
No, sir.
Okay. There are other doors on the back,
Yeah,
correct?
there's 2 in the back.
Okay, so 3 total exterior doors on this house?
Yes, sir.
Moving to image 3, where are we now? Where have we moved?
So I moved further down boat halter just to get a different angle of the front of the house and the side.
And 4, where are we here?
4, I am at the end of the property line, further, I believe it's west, of their yard, looking towards pretty much the front and the back of the house.
Okay. Now, is that there, the driveway for 535 Buckhalter that you see there?
Yes, sir.
And where are we now?
Now I'm standing at the edge of the driveway looking into the backyard.
And there's a truck here, right?
Yes, sir. I believe that belonged to the son,
The son, you said?
or brother.
Now, in image 6, where have we moved here relative to that last image where we were standing behind the truck?
I'm in front of the truck at the gate entering into the backyard.
And what do we see off to the right there?
There's a detached carport with an RV, a white truck, and an SUV.
Are you referring to the white SUV more or less in the middle of the frame?
Yes, sir.
Now, this next image, how have we moved or changed our position relative to the last image?
So I had just panned right and started taking photos of the fence line.
Okay, so you've made a 90-degree turn to the right, and this is just a front corner of the yard.
Yes, sir.
The next image,
I'm starting to pan left. You can see the carport on your left-hand side from the previous pictures.
and in image 9, still panning left.
Yeah, still panning left.
Image 10
Continuing to pan left.
and image 11.
Image 11, continue to pan left. Just got some more vehicles in the trash cans and starting to get the side of the house.
Can you see my cursor on the screen, my pointer?
Yes.
All right. What is this here?
Those are 3 trash cans.
And what is that structure that they appear to be sitting on?
It's just a wooden structure that they built, I believe, to keep the trash cans in.
All right, when you began taking pictures, were those trash cans closed?
Yes, sir.
Moving on to image 12, where are we here? What movement have we made and where are we looking?
So I've made my way around. I'm at the back edge of their property I'm looking towards the, I guess, back of the house, towards the street.
Okay, so you've just moved to the back of the property line and you're looking back the way you just come from.
Yes, sir.
Image 13,
I have moved to the right a little bit more.
you're talking about kind of a side step along the back fence?
Yeah, just a little distance.
Okay, and we can still see that white SUV on the left-hand side of the frame?
Yes, sir.
And 2 other vehicles in the center there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is this structure on the right-hand side?
That is a detached barn or garage.
A detached garage?
Sure.
Okay, so far in terms of structures, we've talked about the house itself, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was the detached kind of carport with the RV in it.
Yes, sir.
And now we're looking at a detached garage in the back as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay. In image 14, where have we moved relative to the last image?
Further right, this is just kind of the side of the garage, and there's also a carport attached to that garage.
Is this the back side of the garage, the furthest side away from the house itself?
Yes, I'm still on the property line.
And what are we seeing there on the side of the garage?
2 trailers, a car, and some tools and ladders in the background.
Okay, so is there like a carport that extends off the back side of the garage?
Yes, sir.
And is that what that car is under?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, where are we here relative to the last photo?
The back property line, and then I guess you'd say the far right from where I'm standing, property line looking towards the street. The garage is on my left, and the house is a little bit further on my left.
So is it fair to say that relative to the last image, you've just sidestepped further to your right, to where your right shoulder is basically along the fence that bounds the
Yes.
property? Okay. Now, what is that in front of us beyond the detached garage? What are we looking at there?
There's a pull up here, and those are a couple like fire pits.
A pool, did you say?
Yes, sir.
Okay, a couple fire pits. And is that area where we're going to go next?
Yes, sir.
All right, what movement have we made here?
I just traveled down the fence line. Garage is now on my left. Pole's on my right. If you look at the bottom, you can see the fire pit.
Oh, I see. Is that what's at the bottom of the frame?
So I'm standing right next to the fire pits, looking towards the detachable carport.
Okay, and is that the RV we see off in the distance?
Yes, sir.
So essentially, you've just kind of made a loop around the detached garage.
Yes, sir.
Moving on to number 17, what are we doing here? Just panning to the right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is that area that we see on the other side of the pool from where we are right now? On the
That's
back
like-
side of the house. Can you just describe that area there?
Like a covered patio area.
Okay, and what's in it?
There's like a little seating area, and if you go towards I guess you would call that a carport, attached carport, there's a little children's play area back there.
Children's play area?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Moving to 18, we just panned all the way to the right here.
Yes, sir.
In 19, what are we looking at here? That seating area
Yes, sir.
beyond the pool?
Beyond the pool. And the barn is behind me at this point. Or not the barn, but the garage.
Now, in image 20, where are you standing? Where have you moved now as you take this picture?
So I am underneath the patio and the little seating area, like right in the middle of the seating area,
Okay.
facing I'd be facing the carport if that's a good point of reference.
All right, so you've gone across, like on the other side of the pool from where you were in the last image, and you're standing in that seating area?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And this is the house on the right here?
Yes, sir.
You mentioned earlier that there's one exterior door on the front, none on the sides, and 2 on the back.
Yes, sir.
Are those 2 on the back visible in this image?
Yes.
Can you tell us where they are?
The white door on the right-hand side, that's the dining room door. And if you look a little bit further past it, there's a little dark area. That's the living room door.
Can you kind of step down and just point to where the living room door is in this picture, please? All right, so it's right beyond that play gate, I suppose,
Yes, sir.
on the right side of it?
Yes, sir.
And that opens into the living room.
Yes, sir.
Number 21, where are we here? What are we looking at?
I just moved forward. It's the dining room door with you to my right, and I'm looking into the play area.
Okay, so that dark bit we can see on the far right side of the frame, is that the part of the frame of the dining room door there?
No, that would be.
Or I mean the living room door?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 22,
Just inside of the play area. You got a couch, a little trampoline, slides, play or kid toys.
and 23.
This is from the back of the play area, looking towards the patio.
Okay, now, this area right here in the far side of the frame, is this up here the seating area that you were initially in?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what is this dark structure in towards the top left?
It's like maybe a little bar.
Okay. Now, where are we here?
Here, I have just moved over to the right a little bit. I'm kind of standing in front of that trampoline, pointing towards the doors to enter the home.
And can we see the living room door and the dining room door in this picture?
Yes, sir.
All right, living room door being the dark one towards the top center,
Yes, sir.
and the dining room door being the white ones off to the right.
Yes, sir.
Now, does that pretty much cover the exterior of the house?
Yes, sir.
Uh, No, it's not unplugged. Because it's... Thank you. If there were a better place to plug it in than right at somebody's feet, we would do it.
I'm not sure about that. Is it on that side?
When I drop my water, I end up with my foot. I do apologize.
Apologies needed.
Okay, so here we are at the front door, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and that was 25 and 26, we've just moved a little bit closer.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, before we're about to go into the house, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, let me ask you this. You walked through that house.
Yes, sir.
How would you describe the layout in a word?
Clustered.
A cluster?
I feel like that's the
Okay,
best
don't-
way to describe it.
Was it confusing?
It's very confusing.
Okay. Do you see in front of you an exhibit marked as State's Exhibit 9?
Yes.
All right, what is that?
This is, I guess, the internet layout of the home.
Okay. Now, you've been in the house and you've had the chance to walk through it. Other than where the front door is denoted as being on there, does that fairly and accurately depict the general layout of the first floor of this residence?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, I would move this into evidence as State's Exhibit 9.
Real quick, Judge.
Exhibit is admitted.
And may I publish, Your Honor? Okay.
Do you have to say it looks like there's a door leading from the kitchen to the room? That door's not there.
Okay, well, let's do it this way. Can you step down? Well, I'll tell you what, you sit there, I'll come up. We're just gonna work through these rooms, starting at the front door and going more or less clockwise, okay? The front door, first of all, is labeled as being right here. Is that accurate?
No, that's a window.
All right. Is the front door kind of in the top right-hand corner here?
Yes, sir.
All right. When you walk in, what is this first room on the far right?
That's like a living room, bedroom area.
Okay. Now, you mentioned that there's a spot on here where it looks like there's a door from that room into the kitchen, but it is not in fact a door.
It is.
Can you come down and describe what you're talking about?
This area right here, that is a wall.
Okay. And so is it the case that when you were in that room that day, you cannot pass through there into the kitchen?
Yes.
Okay. And why is that? Just so I understand.
I guess they walled it off.
Okay.
Or it appeared to be walled off.
All right. Do you have something to write with in front of you there? And I didn't ask you to bring one, so you don't. It's okay.
Thank you.
Can you, on that exhibit, can you just draw an X at the spot that you were just talking about, as appearing to be a door but not actually being a door?
Let's trade pins. Use this one instead, that's better.
Thank
And just for the record, I handed the detective a pen, and I handed him a Sharpie, because I think that would be better.
Thank you, Ryan. All right, so how do you get from this room into the main body of the house?
From the front door, you have to walk through the whole room.
Come on down.
From the front door, you're gonna walk through the whole room, go through a door here that leads to a bathroom, and then you'll enter the dining room. From here, you have to go through this door to go through the kitchen, and then this door to go into a hallway, and then come down here. You can go up the stairs right here, or go through another door to the main, or the master living room, and then another door to go to the master bedroom.
Can you do this with that chart that you have in front of you? Can you, and go slow and make sure to do it right, I want this to be in the record. Can you draw the path that one would have to take through the house to go from the front door, not on the screen,
I'm not
but on, yeah, show us again on the screen and then draw it on the paper, please. To go from the front door to the
Front door.
living room door.
Front door, you walk through. You have to go through this door, go through a bathroom, another door to go through the kitchen, another door to go through, dining room, another door to go through the kitchen, through a hallway, either upstairs to 2 bedrooms, or through another door to go to the master living room, and then another door to go to the master bedroom.
What about the living room door?
Living room door is right here, and then the dining room door is right here.
All right, so let's just take a moment. Can you, on the paper exhibit, can you draw a path from, the only path, as you've described it, from the front door to the living room door? Not the dining room door, not upstairs, but the living room door.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Now, so you said that front door, top right, bedroom, bathroom, dining room, kitchen, hallway, living room, master bedroom, right?
Sure.
Okay. I want to ask you a couple things, and I'm doing this because the pictures are a little confusing, fair to say.
Yes, sir.
Can you come down and describe to us what parts of the kitchen we're seeing in this image? Where are the sinks?
So coming from the dining room, you will have your stove and your oven right here on your right. Your sinks are here, refrigerator's right here, and you have a little pantry here. There's a pass-through window leading into the hallway right here above the sink.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Well,
All right, with that, we can get back into the images, okay? All right. 27, where are we standing as this picture is taken, and what are we looking at?
so I am at the doorway, looking into the room, all the way down the far left wall.
And what's in the foreground closest to us?
There's a couch, and then, or I guess that was a kid bed too.
Say again.
A child's bed.
The child's bed is where?
The couch.
Okay. And what's just beyond the couch?
There is a baby swing. Beyond that is a desk, and then there's a bed in the far back corner.
And what is that to the right of the bed?
Dresser.
28, where have we moved relative to the last image?
I've just panned right a little bit. So you'll see the dresser, the full dresser, there's a closet door, and then another kid bed on the right hand side.
29,
Pan right a little bit more. You'll see the kid bed, a dresser, a projector screen, and that's where the that door would have been on the previous picture.
the door that you mentioned as having been walled off and not operational, that's behind the projector screen.
Yes, sir.
And then 30, where are we here?
That is the pack and play that I mentioned earlier.
31,
The pillow inside the pack and play.
and 32.
Again, the pillow inside the pack and play.
Now I'm going to zoom in on this picture a little bit. Do you see that substance there?
Yes, sir.
Did you get a good look at it while you were out there?
I did, sir.
And what, if anything, did it appear to you to be?
I believed it to be vomit.
Okay. Did it appear to be blood?
It didn't.
Okay.
It's a lot redder in that picture than it actually was.
You're saying it's appearing redder on the screen than
Yes, sir.
than it actually was when you were out there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did not appear to be blood to you?
No.
Did you do any testing at any point to determine whether it was blood?
I did not.
33, another picture of the same?
Another picture. The blanket is out because we searched the packet play after
Okay.
the picture.
Now, let me actually go back. Okay, so in 34, where is that pink blanket?
Or on 34, it's on the, I guess they call it the rail at the side.
Okay. Now, I want to go back to, pardon me, to 31. I'm on 31. Where's the pink blanket in this picture?
It's inside the pack and play on the pad.
All right, so we've got some pictures where the pink blanket is in the pack and play, and some where it's on the rail.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us when it was moved and why?
It was moved due to, or I guess it was moved when we were looking for, see if there was any blood on the inside the pack and play.
Okay, so
And then we just moved it to look at the blanket itself and to look at the map.
okay, thank you. Did you have gloves on when you did that?
Yes, sir.
Moving on to 35, just another view of the pack and play after the blanket has been moved.
Yes, sir.
36, same.
Same.
All right, 37, where are we here?
My back is towards the pack and play, and I'm looking towards the bed in the far left corner.
Okay. So you're essentially standing at the pack and play here?
Yes, sir.
38,
38, I just pan left, same spot.
39,
39, pan left. You can see the front door in the left side, the couch, and then there's a safe and a projector on the window back there.
40,
40, at the desk, looking towards the front door. You can see the street in the background.
41,
I have pan left, front doors on the right, pack and play, and the projector screen. Continue moving to the left.
43,
Oh, sorry. Pan to the left even more, kid's bed, and the closet door.
44,
Just continue panning.
and 45, what are we looking at now?
45, that's the, I guess, the entrance into the rest of the house. That's the bathroom right there. You can see the dresser right there on the left-hand side.
All right, and then what is this through that door that I'm,
Just a little
Highlight.
storage cabinet.
all right, that's inside the bathroom?
Yes, sir.
46
Pan to the left a little bit more. You can see the bed now and the dresser.
and 47.
Just a view of the bed.
All right, 48, where are we?
48, I am by the bed and the dresser looking into the bathroom.
49,
Starting to take photographs into the bathroom. This is the little storage cabinet from the previous photos.
and is that on your left as you walk in?
Yes, sir.
50,
Starting to pan right, that's the door leading into the dining room. And you can start seeing the shower bathtub on your right.
all right, we can see those dining room doors that you were talking about earlier through the door we're looking
Yes,
through.
sir.
51,
Just continue panning to the right. Now you can see the shower bath.
52,
That's the shower. I'm starting to make my way around the bathroom.
53,
Continue panning right. You got a sink and a mirror.
and 54.
54, this is above the toilet. The toilet's at the bottom. And then you got a little storage shelf.
I'd like to zoom in on this storage shelf here. See that little bottle with the blue, red, and yellow label? What is that?
Ambisol.
And do you know what Ambisol is?
It's a oral pain relief.
Okay, so something like a liquid you rub on your gums or teeth to relieve dental pain?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now 55, where are we here?
55, we're at in the bathroom, looking into the dining room. The dining room door from the previous photos is on the left, and then you have a little dog cage and then dining room table on your right.
56,
Just panning through the dining room, you can start to see the kitchen entrance door or entrance on your right hand side.
57?
57, the dining room doors are right behind me, looking into the kitchen through the dining room.
Okay. 58?
Continue painting right. That's a little storage closet, and you have a deep freezer.
Still in the dining room here?
Still in the dining room.
And 59, where have we moved and what are we looking at?
So I have moved around. The kitchen entrance is to my left. I'm in that corner, and I'm looking towards the bathroom door, and you can see the dining room door on the very right of the picture.
All right, so that dark wood door in the middle that we're looking at is the door that you came through to get into the dining room?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then the white door on the right is the door to the outside that
Yes, sir.
they call the dining room door. 60?
Now I'm on the other side of the dining room or the kitchen door. The closet is going to be on my left, and then you can see the edge of the bathroom door that I came through, and now you can see the dining room door leading outside.
61, you just pan to the right a little more.
Yes, sir.
62, same.
Same.
63, same.
Same.
And 64, where are we now?
64, we are in the kind of the doorway and looking into the kitchen from the dining room.
And can we see the sinks in this picture?
Yes, sir.
You mentioned there's something that you called a pass-through window over the sinks. Is that at least partially visible in this picture?
Yes, sir. If you look at the, looks like pill bottles, right behind that is just the pass-through. There's an open window right before you get to those pill bottles.
Kind of an unusual feature of the house.
I think so.
65, where are we here?
Back, I'm still at the doorway. I just kind of pan left. You can start to see the oven and the stove.
And that stove is on sort of a peninsula that juts out into the kitchen.
Yes, sir.
66, where are we now?
So now I'm on the, you can see the doorway entering the kitchen from the dining room.
That's on
Yeah.
on the right there. That's the door you came through.
Yeah, and then the oven and the stove are now on my left.
Okay, so you stepped into the kitchen and turned around, basically.
Yes, sir.
67,
Continue, or just painting left from the same position. You can stove and then a little storage closet.
and 68, where are we here?
68, the stove, kind of from that picture earlier, I went around the stove and I'm on the other side of the refrigerator looking towards the sink. And then you can see the little pass-through window from there.
What's that in the bottom right corner, or I'm sorry, bottom left corner of the image?
That's the trash can.
And was that trash can full?
Yes, sir.
69,
Just pan to the left a little bit, same spot.
70,
Continue to pan left.
and what's that on the left side that we're seeing there?
That's the pantry,
And 71,
and the full pantry.
72.
Continue to pan left for the pantry.
All right, 73, what are we looking at here? Where are we going?
So I am closer to the pantry now, and this is the doorway into that little L-shaped hallway.
74,
Just looking through the little doorway into the L-shaped hallway. The white door on the right is another little storage closet pantry thing.
and that's out in the hallway.
Yes.
All right, 75, where have we moved? What are we looking at?
I am in the hallway now. The opening to go into the kitchen will be on my right, and this is the little storage closet that I had in the previous picture with that door.
All right. Just in case anybody is dizzy or confused at this point, I'm pulling up this diagram. Can you just come down and point to us where you are at this point in time, and which direction you're looking?
So right now I will be right here, looking this way.
Okay.
This is going to be where the closet is.
So the hallway in the top center of State's Exhibit 9.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 76.
Pretty much I've done a 180, and now I'm looking down the hallway.
Okay. 77.
I've walked through the previous opening, look left. The doorway in front of you is the doorway leading into the living room. On the left-hand side is the opening to go from the kitchen. And then on the right, very right-hand side, you can start seeing the stairwell that goes upstairs.
So you're looking down the hallway that's on the other side of that pass-through window over the sink.
Yes.
78.
Move closer to the living room opening. The opening or the kitchen opening will be on my left, and that stairwell will be on my right.
79.
A little bit further, starting to get into the living room.
And can you describe that piece of furniture that we're looking at there?
It's a, one of those, it's a couch, like an L-shaped couch.
Okay. 80?
Into the living room, starting to pan to the right, getting the full living room. You got a big entertainment system, and the L-shaped couches on the left. So
Now 81, where have you moved here?
this, I am behind the couch. I guess you don't have the other picture up. Kind of between the front door and the laundry room area.
Okay. 82, where are you here?
I'm on the other side of the couch, looking towards the front door. That big TV entertainment thing would be behind me.
And what is the living room door
I'm sorry,
partially visible?
living room door. Yeah, at the very right, you'll see the living room door.
Okay. Is it the blue thing or is it beyond that?
Beyond that, it's the, I guess the white door with the colors on it. I don't know if y'all can see that in that picture. Far right.
So right here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 83,
83, I've panned left from the view of the front door, and now you can see the little laundry area.
84.
Continue to pan left.
Now zooming in here in the middle, is this the hallway that you came through to get in
Yes, sir.
to the room in the first place?
Yes, sir.
And what have we done here?
So I have panned left all the way, and then this is the doorway to go into the master bedroom.
Now, did you go in the master bedroom
I did.
and did you take pictures in there?
I did.
Is there
Yes.
a bathroom in there as well?
There, sir.
Did you take pictures of all of that?
Yes, sir.
Where are we here? In 86?
This is going back into the hallway that I entered the living room from.
All right, and what are we looking at in the top middle of the frame?
Top middle is the that pass-through for the kitchen.
87, where are we here?
I've panned left and starting to get pictures of the staircase.
88,
The staircase to go upstairs.
89. When you get to the top of the stairs here at the landing,
To your left is a bedroom. Straight ahead of you is a bathroom, and then to your right is another bedroom.
90.
This is entering the bedroom on the left-hand side.
Okay, left as you're looking up the stairs.
Yes, sir.
91.
This is the view into the bedroom from the doorway. You have a closet door on your right. The bed was kind of at an angle. Yeah.
92.
This is from a view from that closet door I mentioned previously, looking towards the other closet.
93.
Just continually panning left.
94.
Pan left even more. You can see a little L-shaped couch, little seating area right there.
And 95.
This is from the other side of the room, and that's the door I entered to come into the room.
Okay, so if you just walked in the room to the far side of it, turned around. 96, where are we here?
This is the view from the bedroom I'm in across the hall into the next bedroom.
97.
This is from the doorway, looking right. You can see a, I can't remember what that was, kind of like a little dresser thing. There's a little closet door, and you can see a start of a children's bed.
All right, so you just stepped into the doorway for the other bedroom upstairs.
Yes, sir.
Turn to the right.
Now,
98.
now I panned a little bit left. You can see the bed. You can see another mattress on the floor.
99.
99, pan left a little bit. You can see a crib and a closet in this one.
100.
I've stepped into the room. I'm on the right wall looking towards the closet, panning to the left.
So, what is all this stuff over here?
A bunch of clothes and toys, I believe.
Did this room appear to you to be being used, or did it appear to be something more like a spare room or a storage room?
It didn't appear to be used at this point in time.
101 is, are we looking here at the door that you came in?
Yes, sir.
And is, on the left side, is this that
So like,
dark wood piece of furniture that we saw earlier?
yes, sir.
And 102, where are we here?
My back is towards the bunk bed, looking at the wall across. You can see the door I entered on the right-hand side.
All right. 107, where are we?
That is the detached garage outside.
Now, the carport with the RV under it, or the garage with the door on it?
This is the garage with the door.
Are we still looking at the garage here in 108?
Yes, sir.
109, another picture of the garage?
Yes, sir.
And what is that right there on the floor of the garage in 109?
That's a stuffed Mickey Mouse toy, a little racing suit.
Thank you. 110, were these the trash cans that was out there earlier on outside in that rack?
Yes, sir.
Did you guys take them out of the rack, open them up, and see what was in them?
Yes, sir.
Just trash?
There were some other items in there. We had a pillow, a red rag, and some documentations, and a welcome home mat.
111?
111. This is the Dodge Journey that was parked outside the garage, or
Could you just read the tag into the record?
TEN 9300
Georgia?
Georgia tag.
112, what are we looking at here? What is that?
These were items taken out of the trash can in the kitchen.
Okay, so y'all looked in the garbage, see what was in there?
Yes, sir.
Normal household garbage?
For the most part.
113,
These are receipts that they located in the garage or the trash can.
Cheddar's Restaurant,
Yes, sir.
and then in 114, some other trash. All right. So, after the 5th, were you involved in processing and photographing some other evidence?
Yes, sir.
Did you photograph the Dodge Journey?
Yes, sir.
And where did that take place?
FBI Savannah.
And how did the vehicle get from 535 Buckhalter to the FBI Savannah office?
It was towed.
Do they have a secure lot there that they can hold vehicles in?
Yes, sir.
And when did you search the Journey?
That would be on the 6th.
6th of October?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you took photographs of it when you did that?
Yes, sir.
Do you see in front of you a document marked as State's Exhibit 11?
Yes, sir.
Can you look through this and tell us whether that is a selection of the photographs that you took of the Journey?
Yes, sir.
Is it that? The document in front of you, is that a selection of photographs?
Yes, sir.
of the Journey? Is it, do those photographs fairly and accurately depict the vehicles that appear to you on the 6th?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, I would offer this in as State's Exhibit 11.
Objection.
State's Exhibit 11 is okay.
All right. First image in State's Exhibit 11 is on the screen. Can you tell us what this is?
Again, this is the photo log that we put at the beginning of all of our photos. The case number, the location where I was at, 2003 Chatham Center Drive. Signal was still missing child. I was still the investigator. The date was 10/6/22 and the time was approximately 16:14.
4:14 p.m. for
Yes, sir.
those of us on 12-hour time.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, slide 2, what are we looking at?
This is the view of the front of the Journey.
Slide 3,
The driver's side front,
4,
driver's side,
5,
the rear,
6,
passenger side rear,
7,
passenger side. And just kind of panned to the right and got the rest of the passenger side.
8,
Passenger side front.
9,
This is the driver's side door open.
10.
Nope, sorry. 10. That's
Yeah,
the
go
driver's
on the
side.
screen with me if you can see it all right.
That's the driver's side door.
11,
Driver's seat and the floor area. That's some trash on the floor. Yeah, two alcohol bottles and like a little wooden skewer.
what's this alcohol bottle here?
Fireball.
And then this other one here is something called
Curveball.
curveball. Do you know what that is?
Not 100% sure. I think it was whiskey, something like that.
13,
That's still the driver's side steering wheel, and you can see the gear shifter. That's the driver's side rear door.
all right, and I just gotta be clear for the record, we're on 14. That's the rear driver's side door.
Yes, sir. This is
15,
looking into the back seat from the driver's side.
16.
This is the rear of the vehicle with the hatch open.
Now, this whitish substance, is that something that you all put in there?
No, we did not put that.
Was it already in there when you opened the car up?
Yes, sir.
And had you in fact seen it at the scene the day before on the 5th?
The trunk?
I mean, had you seen through the window that there's some
Yes.
stuff in there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this was in there during the police response?
Yes, sir.
It's already there, it's not something that got in there between the 911 call and, or at least between police arrival and your photographing car?
Yeah, they had it.
Do you know what it was?
Not 100% sure. We did do a little, we took a sample of it and we did do a little self-test there. Kind of appeared to be a like kid cereal.
What do you
Big
mean?
cereal.
You said you did what
Like
test?
we took a sample of it, put it in some hot water and stirred it up. Kind of had a grainy oaty smell.
A grainy OT smell?
Yeah, or weedy smell.
And did it dissolve in water?
It did.
Did it appear to you to likely be some kind of children's cereal?
It did.
$17?
This is the passenger side rear door. And looking into the vehicle from the passenger side.
What's that there in the floorboard?
That is a natural light beer can.
19?
Front passenger door.
20?
That's the front passenger floorboard and the seat.
21? That's it for state specific. 11?
Yes, sir.
One moment. Is it also part of the duties of the forensics unit to collect video footage?
Yes, sir.
You sometimes get them from Ring doorbells on people's houses,
Yes, sir.
for businesses.
Yes, sir.
Did you participate in an effort to obtain relevant video footage in this case?
Yes, sir.
And was that centered on the Chevron Azalea Mobile Home Park area near the intersection of Ogeechee Road and Buckhalter?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you go to the Chevron that's right next to the Azalea Mobile Home Plaza?
Yes, sir.
And did you obtain video footage from there?
Yes, sir.
And when was it that you did that?
On the 7th.
7th of October,
Yes, sir.
2022?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 2 days after the 911 call, you were out there at the Chevron getting video footage?
Yes, sir.
And for what time period did you obtain video footage from the Chevron?
Can I look at my report real quick? We got from approximately 1:18 to 1:30ish.
Is that all you collected, is 1 minute of video footage?
Looks like it's more than 1 minute.
Okay. Well, what I'm asking is, what general time frame, I'm not asking what the notable or relevant portion was. I'm asking you, what is the general time frame that you were getting video footage for?
Approximately maybe like 2 to 5 minutes.
Okay. Now, did you see during that time period, what was you said, 115 to 118 or something like that?
1:18 to like 1:30ish.
118 to 130-ish?
Yeah.
Did you see on that footage what appeared to be the Dodge Journey that you photographed?
Yes, sir.
And did you see whether that vehicle did or did not stop at the Chevron?
Yes, sir. It did not.
And did it stop at the Chevron during
No,
that
sir.
time period? Okay. Could you nevertheless see the vehicle in the Chevron footage?
Yes, sir.
And what did it do?
It traveled north on Ogeechee, it turned into the Azalea parking lot road, and drove past the Chevron into Azalea.
Okay, so you can see it in the footage, but it's not stopping at Chevron, it's driving by the Chevron and turning into Azalea Mobile Home Plaza.
Yes, sir.
Did you also collect surveillance footage, security footage from Azalea Mobile Home Plaza?
I did.
From a number of different cameras, correct?
Yes, I believe there was 3.
And did that footage appear to show the Dodge Journey that you photographed entering and driving around in Azalea Mobile Home Plaza during the period of, say, I don't know, 1:15 in the morning to 1:20 something in the morning
Yes, sir.
on October 5th, 2022?
Yes, sir.
When did you go out and get that Azalea footage?
The same day.
All right, October 7th.
Yes, sir.
And you mentioned that Sergeant Coleman is your sergeant with the crime scene unit, forensics unit.
Yes, sir.
Was he present with you on the 7th when you got that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Was he supervising the operations as the sergeant for the unit?
Yes, sir.
And did he see and participate in, did he see the footage that y'all were looking at and participate in its collection?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sometime after the 7th, when you'd gotten this footage from Azalea showing the defendant's car, did you realize that the timestamps for Azalea's cameras appear to be off?
Yes, sir.
Like incorrect?
Yes, sir.
And did you do anything to memorialize what the timestamp discrepancy actually was?
We returned back to the scene and used our phones we put our phones up to the live view and took pictures of it so we could get a real time compared to their time.
Okay. And is the idea there that the time, the time on your phone is accurate?
Yes, sir.
And so you can compare the time showing on your phone to the time showing on the camera and figure out how far ahead or behind it is?
Yes, sir.
Right. And what was the timestamp discrepancy with the Azalea footage? How far ahead or behind the actual time was it?
I believe it was right around 80 minutes.
Behind or ahead?
Behind,
Okay.
if I remember correctly.
On the 7th, when you went out to Azalea to collect the footage initially, did you take some photographs while you were out there?
Yes.
And when did you go back and do this deal with the phones to document the timestamp discrepancy?
On the
Would it refresh your memory to look at the photo part from that?
yes.
Do you see in front of you a document labeled States Exhibit 55?
Yes.
Feel free to look through that and tell me whether it refreshes your memories to when you went out and memorialized the timestamp discrepancy.
The 9th.
9th of October 2022.
Yes.
Looking at States Exhibit 55, does it clearly, fairly accurately depict Azalea as photographed by you on the 7th and as photographed by you on the 9th as well?
Yes.
Your Honor, I would move this in as States Exhibit 55.
Objection.
And may I publish, Your Honor? All right. States Exhibit 55 is up on the screen, specifically the first image in that exhibit. Is this your photo card from the 7th?
Yes, sir.
And this is the day you initially collected the footage?
Yes, sir.
Now, slide 2, what is this here? What are we looking at?
These are the community dumpsters in Azalea Mobile Home Park.
All right. And what is that we see on the far right side of the frame?
There's a white Jeep
All right.
belonging to one of the staff members of Azalea.
Okay. And that is sitting right next to the standard dumpsters, right?
Yes, sir.
Moving to slide 3, where are we? First of all, where are we?
So this building on my right is the Azalea main office, right as you enter the park. If you look in the distance, you can see the white Jeep from the previous photo.
I've zoomed in here. Is that the white car that we just saw in the last picture?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And off to the left of it, is this one of the dumpsters?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And in this picture, zooming back out, did you take this picture?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And were you standing right underneath the camera?
Yes.
All right. And that camera, is it affixed to
Kind
the
of
side of the management?
It's yeah, I believe it's on a little patio covering.
Say again?
I believe it's on a patio covering.
Okay. And again, were you standing more or less right under it?
Yeah, my camera was right under it.
And was the goal of this photo kind of figure out what direction is this camera looking and what is the field of view going to show in terms of the car sitting at the dumpsters?
Yeah.
Okay. So we see, at least as you're standing there, you can see this car sitting at the dumpsters, but it is a ways off.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what is this in the foreground here, this area that's bounded by this fence?
It's like a little maintenance area where they store, I guess, their machinery. It's in the property, the office property.
Moving on to slide 4, what are we looking at here?
This is the photo log for the 9th. when we return to get the comparison photos from the phone and the timestamp on the videos.
Now, how many cameras did you all collect footage from Azalea for, you know, the early morning hours of the 5th and the late night hours of the 4th? Do you remember how many cameras total?
I believe there was 3 cameras at Azalea.
Okay. And did each one of those 3 capture, at least seem to capture the Dodge journey that you photographed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I want to just talk to you about these next few pictures. Slide 5. Where are you as you take this picture?
So this one, I'm inside the office, holding a cell phone here, and then had another officer hold their cell phone on the camera view from outside, and then you have the timestamp right above that.
Okay. What is this monitor here that you're looking at?
That's their computer monitor for inside the office.
And is that monitor showing you the current video feed from that camera that you were just standing under in the previous picture?
Yeah, that's the live view.
Okay. What is the time showing on your phone?
12:20.
Okay. And that's 20 minutes after noon, is that right?
Yes, sir.
On the 9th?
Yes, sir.
And it's the same for the officer standing outside holding a phone up to the camera?
Yes, sir.
Was your iPhone time working that day?
Yes, sir.
Has it ever not been working?
Mhm.
That's a no?
No, sir. Sorry.
Okay. Now, this camera is showing, when we zoom in here, looks like it's showing 10:59.
Yes, sir.
All right. And so is that where you're getting that these cameras were about 81 minutes behind, 80 to 81 minutes behind?
Yes, sir.
And that's because the difference between 10:59 and 12:20 is about 80 to 81 minutes, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, this next image, slide 6, is this you looking at the monitor for a different camera pointing a different direction?
Yeah, same monitor, just different camera.
Oh, same monitor, different camera?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And does this camera that we're concerned with here in image 6, does this point out towards Ogeechee Road?
Yes, sir. That's Ogeechee Road, right past those U-Hauls.
Okay. And that's, you're indicating to like the top right corner of the picture?
Yes, sir.
All right. Can we see any part of the chevron in this image?
Yeah, if you look at my vehicle, the
Well,
chevron's right,
Which one's your vehicle?
the police truck on the left side,
All right. And then where's the chevron in relation to that?
just past it.
Okay. Are those U-Hauls in the chevron parking lot?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And did this camera have the exact same timestamp discrepancy
Yes, sir.
as the last one?
Yes, sir.
80 to 81 minutes?
Yes, sir.
Slide 7, same monitor, different camera?
Yes, sir.
And does this one just point the other direction as the camera we were just talking about?
Yes, sir.
All right. And did that camera have the same timestamp discrepancy as the other two?
Yes, sir.
Whole system has the same time, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Therefore, the time discrepancy is going to be the same on all 3.
Yes, sir.
One moment, please, Your Honor. Let me just ask you this. Did the cameras themselves appear to be working when you were out there collecting the footage?
They did.
Did you have any issue collecting the footage?
No, sir.
As we were looking at this image, image 6, we see a police truck out there and U-Hauls in the Chevron parking lot.
Yes, sir.
At that time, was there in fact a police truck out there and U-Hauls in the Chevron parking lot?
Yes, sir. That's a live view of what was going on right then.
Okay, so were these cameras accurately capturing what was actually happening in the real world?
Yes, sir.
And does the timestamp discrepancy have anything to do with the accuracy or reliability of the footage itself?
No, sir.
No further questions, Ron.
All right, thank you. Mr. Hilliard?
Thank you.
Mr. Hilliard, before you start, I don't want to take a full break, but if you need to if you feel the need to stand up and just kind of stretch it out, you can feel free to do that. I know you've been sitting for a long time. Oh, just stand up and shake it out a little bit. I'll show you what I mean. I recognize you're sitting for a long time. kind of change the channel. Get your blood flowing again. Sorry. All right. Okay. Mr. Hilliard.
Officer Schenker, I'm going to start where you left off because it makes more sense to work back that way because that's where you were at. With regard to these, like State's Exhibit number 55 that we just discussed the 80-minute time discrepancy. Okay. Did you ever do any?
Just a moment. Mr. Schenker's.
Give me 1 second. I think it's me.
Okay.
Is that better? Thank you. Sorry about that, Mr. President. Okay, so let's just start with the Azalea cams first. Okay, so on October 7th and October 9th, you noticed some sort of time discrepancy, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you documented it, and that's what we just dealt with, correct?
Yes, sir.
Did you ever inquiry or find out when the discrepancy began?
No, sir.
You were just sent out there to collect the footage then?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you made no further inquiry other than just to note it?
I personally did not. I don't know if my sergeant or the other officer did.
And again, I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, just asking you what you did, okay? So you noted the discrepancy, but you didn't get to the bottom of it or find out when it started, correct? All right. So let's back up a little bit and go to State's Exhibit 11, which was the one you did prior to that one. So you, on October 6th, you got the Dodge Journey, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you photographed the Dodge Journey,
Yes,
correct?
sir.
Did you do anything else other than that or just take photographs?
Photographed it. We did alternate light on the vehicle to see if there was any like fabric or anything from the scene. We did do a couple swabs of the substance in the back, and we did blue star the vehicle.
Well, and that's why I'm asking is just based upon the testimony I heard, it seemed like it was just a bunch of pictures you were taking, but there was a lot more to it than that, wasn't there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so how many people were out there that day on October 6th, I guess, examining the vehicle?
Myself and Corporal Shriver.
Okay, so two of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and so you went through the vehicle and you noted the alcohol containers, correct?
Yes, sir.
Did you seize those?
Did I see those?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so they were taken into evidence, correct?
No.
They weren't taken into evidence?
No.
Just photographed them?
Just photograph.
All right. Just curious, why not?
Didn't feel that they were pertinent to the case.
So you don't think it's pertinent to the case, you don't log it into evidence?
Well, if it's not evidence,
And who determines whether or not something's evidence?
I guess that would be me.
So you determined it wasn't evidence, so you didn't log it, you didn't test it, you didn't swab it, you didn't keep it, correct? All right. Let's go on to the next picture. You had a picture of a natural light can in the back, correct?
Yes, sir.
And that was back in the passenger seat. And did you seize that and take that into evidence?
No, sir.
And again, I guess for the same reason, you didn't consider it to be evidence?
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you, whenever someone drinks from a can or touches a can or does something like that, is it possible to have some sort of DNA contact or transference between it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And do you think that that might be relevant to testing to see who may have been or not been in the truck at that point in time?
It could be, but if they both had, or whoever had access to that vehicle, their DNA and prints would be all over the vehicle.
Okay. All right. But again, you didn't think it was evidence, didn't seize it, didn't test it, didn't do anything further with it, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, the substance in the back of the vehicle, which was kind of weird, okay, admittedly, you did take that, though.
I took a sample of that.
And let me ask you this. You said it was some sort of kid cereal.
I believe, I'm not 100% sure.
Well, but it wasn't any biological material.
No.
Okay, it wasn't any sort of cleaning solvent or anything like that, was
No,
it?
sir.
Okay, but it was, from what you could tell, and I don't have any reason to think, you're wrong, it was some sort of kid cereal or breakfast cereal of some sort that was in the back.
Yes, sir.
Now, when you were taking pictures of the inside of the van, I'm going to assume you looked throughout the entire thing.
Yes, sir.
Did you ever find any feces or blood or anything like that in it?
We did find a spot that reacted on the driver's side seat, but that was it.
And what was that?
Appeared to be blood. We just blue starred it, and it fluoresced. And it was just a little spot on the front driver's seat.
And did you seize that or send it for further testing?
No, sir.
You didn't?
No, sir.
And again, just curious, why not?
Didn't believe at the time it was pertinent.
Now, with regards to the rest of the vehicle, did you find anything else of any substance in there? Of any relevance?
There was a spot in the back that we took swabs of and logged in. And there's a couple fibers from the back seat, or the back of the vehicle that we collected and logged in.
And what did you do with them once you swabbed them and collected them and logged them in?
That was all I did with them.
Okay. And just out of curiosity, if you look at number 15 from State's Exhibit 11, what was this orange thing and this white thing in the back of the train?
Those are traffic vests, kind of like safety vests. And then the white paper was from the dentist, I believe it was.
Okay.
Paperwork.
And what's the little orange thing on the ground right there?
I believe that was another safety vest.
All right, and that was the extent of everything that you found or found relevant from the car, correct?
Yes.
Let's back up and go to State's Exhibit number 10. And actually, it might be easier to look at State's Exhibit number 9. Do you have that in front of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's do that, because it's a better overview, and the other ones are just a lot of pictures to thumb through. So you took a bunch of pictures of the house and the surrounding area, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. So looking at State's Exhibit 9, and again, don't want to put words in your mouth, but from what my recollection was, there was a pool in the back, and there was a set of dining room doors and a set of living room doors that led out to the pool area, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And it looked like, and again, not trying to put words in your mouth, just going from my recollection, that the living room doors opened into a play area,
Yes, sir.
and the dining room doors opened directly onto the patio area. Is that a fair and accurate assessment of what the pictures you took?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, when you got there, well, I guess it was on October 5th, correct?
Yes.
Okay. When you got there on October 5th, you were sent around to take all the pictures that you took in State's Exhibit 10, correct?
Yes.
All right. And Mr. Dean asked you to discuss and go through what it took to go from the front door to, I guess, the living room door, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But based upon that, it's a much shorter trip to go from the front door to the dining room door, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And it's not nearly as circuitous, correct?
Yes, sir.
And I can't tell from the picture, so I'm going to have to ask you. The dining room door opens right out onto the patio, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The living room door opens into a play area, correct?
It's the same patio. It's just got a little gate.
Right. And it seems to me, again, not putting words in your mouth, but the play area seemed kind of cordoned off,
Yeah.
and the dining room doors didn't. It kind of opened straight into the pool area.
Yes, sir.
Is that a fair assessment?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it's much easier to get out through the dining room door onto the patio than the living room door, correct?
Yes, sir.
And when you were there that day, were those doors open, closed? What were they?
All the doors were closed when I got there.
Okay. Were they unlocked?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. So you didn't have any problem opening and closing, or the dining room doors, were they relatively easy to open and get through?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The living room doors, same thing. Were they relatively easy to open and get through?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you have any difficulty getting through them?
No, sir.
Okay. Was there anything that indicated that the doors may have been kicked, smashed, broken in any way, shape, or form?
No, sir.
Okay. So they were operable.
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Dean asked about the route, I guess, through the downstairs. It's kind of a fairly odd layout in the downstairs area. I think that's safe to say, correct?
Yes, sir.
But was the kitchen in use?
Yes, sir.
And it was usable, correct? Was the living room in use and usable?
Yes, sir.
The dining room in use and usable?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the front area that we're talking about, where you first enter into the front door area, that front door area enters, what's the street that is directly in front of the front door?
Buckhalter.
So that's Buckhalter Road.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the dining room and the living room, they open towards the pool, but I assume that's more around back to where the driveway and the garage and all of that was.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Again, if I'm misstating it, or I'm just trying to understand it, but that seems to me that, and the area had a gate on it, if I'm not mistaken. I remember you taking a picture of a truck.
Yep.
So there's a gate, and the gate goes around to the back, correct?
Yep.
So wouldn't that indicate that the main entrance and egress to the house is through the back, not the front?
Sure.
Well, I mean, you know the layout better than I do, so.
I don't know what entrance they used, but yes.
Okay. So now, when you were taking all of these pictures, and you took a number of them, you took 475, right?
Something like that.
Somewhere there about, a lot.
Yep.
Okay. I'm not saying these are all them, but you took a lot. When you came across the pictures, you said it was vomit that was in the pack and play, correct?
I believe it was.
You believe it was. Did you seize it?
Yes.
Okay. Did you send it off for testing?
I did not detect it.
So you basically did your job, seized it, handed it off to the detectives, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But the one thing is you're sure it wasn't blood, correct?
I'm not sure.
Didn't look like it, did it?
It did not look like blood.
And not a trick question. You answered this question from Mr. Dean quite readily, so I'm not trying to trip you up, okay? So it was, but you believe it to be vomit, correct?
I did.
Okay. And you don't know how old it was or how long it had been there.
I don't.
Okay. Now, did you notice anything else of any significance in that front room? I noticed at least there was at least two other cribs or, I guess, beds in there, did you notice any urine, feces, vomit, diapers, things like that in the area as well?
I don't recall.
If you had noticed anything like that, would you have taken pictures of it and recorded it?
Yes.
Okay, did you take any pictures of it and record it?
I don't think so.
Okay, all right, so this was pretty much the extent of what you did in the case, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And did you review you said you went and seized the camera footage from Azalea, if I'm not mistaken. So that was you that went out and picked it up,
Yes.
seized it, and then I guess you forwarded it to the detectives, correct?
Yes, well, we put it on a computer at work.
All right. So, and does that conclude your involvement in the case?
Pretty much, yes.
Okay. So there's nothing else you did of any evidentiary or investigatory importance at this point. It's pretty much everything that we discussed and talked about here today, correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Officer Smith. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Just a moment. Turn to the state. Is there any redirect?
You were asked about blood in the car, and you mentioned something about his spot on the driver's seat fluorescing.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us what you mean? Or blue star or something like that?
The blue star is the chemical we use to look for, it reacts to the hemoglobin in blood, and it will fluoresce blue. So we sprayed the whole vehicle with it. It's a liquid, and the only part that fluoresces is on the front driver's side seat.
Well, let's take it step by step. You spray the whole vehicle with this chemical, right?
Yes, sir.
Then what do you do? Do you next have to turn off the lights?
Yeah, it's got to be completely dark,
Okay,
or
then-
as dark as you can get it.
Again, step by step. Once you've turned off the lights, what do you do?
Then we spray the vehicle. We would spray the seat, the floorboard, and then see if there's a reaction. If there's no reaction, then we'll move on to another area, and then another area. And if we get a reaction, then we'll photograph it.
Okay. And then what does it mean for something to fluoresce or react on when you spray it with the blue star chemical?
It lights up blue.
Okay. Lights up blue?
Yeah.
Okay. In the dark?
Yes, sir.
It kind of glows a little bit?
Yes, sir.
First of all, the spot on the driver's seat that had this reaction, was it, before you turned the lights off and sprayed that chemical on it, did it appear to the naked eye to look like blood or not?
I don't believe so.
Okay, just like a little spot?
Yeah.
And where in the driver's seat was it?
It would be pretty much right where you would sit.
Right where you would sit?
Yeah.
Like dead center in the driver's seat?
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much.
And how big was it?
It's just a small, like, line.
Very small, right?
Yes, sir.
Like almost like a pinpoint or something?
A little bigger than a pinpoint, but not a lot.
Okay. And does the blue star reaction necessarily mean it's blood?
No, it's just a presumptive test.
Now, did you take pictures of that spot before you had turned the lights off and sprayed it with the blue star?
Yeah,
And did you take pictures of that spot with the lights off, glowing blue with the blue star chemical on
I
it?
did.
And did you make those images available to detectives?
I did.
And is it detectives who ultimately make the decision about what particular things in the case need follow-up?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Just one more. And just not to belabor the point, but that was one of those things that didn't need follow-up, correct?
I didn't believe it did.
That's all the question I got. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Is there any reason not to excuse this witness?
There you go.
All right, you are excused, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I think it's a good time for a short comfort break unless you want to. Okay, I'm getting head shakes, yes. So again, we're going to take a short comfort break. You're going to remain here in the jury deliberation room.